Struffoli.
Struffoli time.
Who doesn't like struffoli?
I don't know, crazy people.
I mean, Christmas time, I think of struffoli.
For me, that's the same.
Tradition.
I've done Easter, I've done Christmas. It's a dessert that has many names. You know what I mean? Struffler, Struffoli,
Honey balls.
honey balls.
This is a recipe that was passed down to me from my father.
Nice.
And it was passed down to him from his mother. Mm-hmm. And everyone in my extended family makes it. But we all argue every Christmas about whose is better, whose weighs like a boat anchor.
It's all right, let's do it.
We'll do it. We have not so many ingredients. We've got our flour, our baking powder, not soda.
Not soda, powder.
Like a kid. You'll mess the whole thing up if you go baking soda.
Imagine, oh gosh.
A few eggs. I use some oil and some salt. And the other key for me is the vanilla extract. Some people use lemon.
Yeah.
You know, lemon zest.
Orange.
We don't do that. So what we do is take our all-purpose flour and we'll put it in. We'll start adding some of our wet ingredients. That's another big argument we have is how many eggs were used, because that's what really makes it dense. Some of my family would use 1 egg. My brother would use 8 eggs.
I guess that's where the competition comes in.
That's where it comes.
Of who's the best or
Yeah.
not.
Our baking powder, not soda. Some sugar.
This to me reigns in holiday, not even holiday, doesn't matter. You can make it at any point, whenever you want. But this to me is one of the recipes that made me love baking and love cooking.
Agreed.
Because I was, you know, this big, and my grandma would teach me. I started with my grandma, and so every time I hear this, I'm like, this is home for me.
I just remember 5 of us sitting around a table rolling out struffoli, and it would always end in a fight. But, you know, because it's a tedious process.
Italian, making it, fights. You know, it just comes hand in hand.
There's a lot of steps to this.
Yeah.
And if you're making 10 times this, by the time you're done, if you have a young kid helping you, they're done. They don't want to get to the point of finishing it.
No.
It could be a 6-hour process.
Let's do it.
We'll mix it up with our hand mixer. Hopefully we get the consistency we're looking at. After this, we're gonna take these and we're gonna roll them out into logs.
Yep.
Then we're gonna cut them. That's another thing. When you cut them, do you roll them into balls or you just leave them natural?
I leave them natural. You can cut it, you can roll it, but they puff up anyway.
They puff up.
So they form balls anyway.
My family didn't realize that. We spent about 10 years rolling them into balls.
No.
And then finally, someone else in the family told us they puffed up into balls. So we wasted many hours of our life rolling these into balls.
Oh my gosh. No, we roll it out, cut it. We call them little pillows. I don't know if you call them little pillows.
No.
So the little pillows form into the ball. That's what happens.
Pillows of struffoli. Now I think the hand mixer is only going to get us so far. We're going to probably have to finish this off by hand.
Look at that tradition right here.
See what we have right now. Yeah, it feels nice. So we're going to squeeze it and pack it all together.
This is the best part. The best part.
You think this is the best part?
Yeah, you're getting your hands dirty.
I like rolling them into snakes. I think that's
fun.
the best part.
That is fun too. I think eating it is the best part, personally.
Agreed.
But I think, like I said, I have always been a fan of like dough itself.
Right.
Before it even comes anything to eat,
Right.
I always this is the best part. It's adult Play-Doh, you know?
It is, yep. So our struffoli's coming together, our ball of dough. What we're gonna do, we'll knead it a little more. We really want to work it so that it's a nice consistency. And then we're gonna put it in the fridge for a half hour and let it settle. So we just took this out of the refrigerator. What we're gonna do is roll this into some logs. I'll give you half, if you don't mind.
I don't mind, not at all.
And obviously this is not a large batch of struffoli. Get it not too thin, because we're gonna end up cutting these up into our individual struffoli balls.
So what does this specific, I guess, recipe mean to you?
That just reminds me of my childhood and growing up.
Yeah.
You know, with my dad, he was always with the Struffoli, and making them was a big production and very important to him. My whole family would sit down and we'd make them together, and then we'd eat them for a month. We're ready to put it in the fryer?
Ready.
Ready?
It's time to go. The light says it too.
Oh yeah, we got the green light.
We got the green light.
Literally. Put a layer of Struffoli in the basket. You don't want too much because you want it to cook evenly. You don't want the oil to get all nutty and overflow.
Wild and crazy.
We'll do about half the batch right now. So here we are, ready to drop it in. So first batch.
Oh, the sweet, sweet sizzle. You hear it?
I hear it.
You hear it?
The sounds of Christmas.
The sounds of Christmas.
So we're coming up on the 5 minutes. So we got that golden brown that we're looking for. Draining the oil. Then we'll
Look at
dump
it.
it onto the paper towels. Oil drain a little. And we'll do our next batch. So we're about ready to put our Struffoli in the honey bath.
Yes.
It's one of the best parts because you know you got through the frying.
We got through the frying. We smell like fried right now.
Right.
That's when you know it's a good day.
It's a good day.
It's a good day.
So the first thing we do is we heat up our honey so that it thins out. Do you guys heat your honey?
We don't.
No.
We actually don't. But we use the same honey.
Golden blossom honey.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those honeys that just pair well with it.
It is the only honey to use for Struffoli.
Yeah.
Obviously others will work, but
Yeah.
this is the authentic taste. Golden blossom. So
Yeah.
we're gonna heat this up a little bit. We'll stir it. We'll know, like right now, it's honey.
And so
But-
heating up the honey makes it thinner, you said, right?
Yeah, and we can tell right now it's not hot enough because it's still very thick. It's going to get an almost water-like texture the hotter it gets. You don't want to overheat it. We don't necessarily need it to boil. We just want to thin it.
Yeah. See, you don't need just honey for tea or anything. Make some Struffoli, you know?
But Struffoli in tea?
That's weird.
No, we do it all the
Struffoli
time.
in tea? Really?
Yeah, we drop it
That's so, I should try that.
in.
I guess it's almost like a biscotti kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not weird. I take it back. I think that's new and I have to try
You have to try it.
Can't knock it until you try it. So I'm going to do that.
It's starting to thin. You can tell it's starting to thin.
Yeah, you want me to put these in?
Yeah,
Yeah?
absolutely.
All right.
There
See
you
if
go.
I can get it.
See if you can do it. Well, there you go.
And then, all right, one down.
One down.
That's okay.
All right, so we'll do it in 2 batches. We got this here. We'll stir it up. Gonna make sure that
Ooh.
it's all coated. All right. So they're all coated nicely. We obviously have another, but we're gonna hold up 1 second. And what we're gonna do is take our first layer and we're gonna coat it gently with some nonpareils now. So they're in the middle, not just on the top. So we're gonna finish it off, put on nonpareils. That's sprinkling everywhere, but that's okay. We'll clean up after. You need to finish it off with a layer of thinned out honey. And that's where you get your river of honey on the edge of the plate, because it'll settle. And when you take one off the top, you may want to dunk a Struffoli on the side. Yeah, obviously it's got to cool, and but there you go. There's your Struffoli.
Struffoli.
Give it a try at home.
Do it, do it.